Today, we are going to be going over every new feature we just got confirmed for NBA 2K26 from the gameplay reveal, and trust me, you'll want to stick around for the entire video because the news we got today was crazy. Going ahead and getting right into the news, first, we got to confirm that green or miss shot timing is returning in NBA 2K26. This is coming directly from the NBA 2K26 gameplay blog. It says green or miss shot timing will be universal in NBA 2K26 so that each mode has an even playing field. This means on higher difficulties, including most competitive multiplayer modes. So I'm gonna pause right here. Modes like stage and proving grounds, they are gonna have green or miss, but modes like park and theater is gonna have white. So I'm gonna assume that the shooting system from last year is gonna be similar. We already got this confirmed, but layup timing is going to be permanently enabled. No more real player percent layups. That is something a lot of people hate and something I personally hated. I mean, people would just go up in the paint, not even time their layups and be able to make them. That luckily is out of the game. And then you can go ahead and pause the video if you want to read this. This is what 2K had to say about their skill-based competitive gameplay. Staying on the topic about shooting, we also got a brand new feature for shooting confirmed for NBA 2K26, and that is going to be no dip catch and shoots. This right here is what Mike Wang had to say about the new no dip catch and shoots feature.
For spot up shooters, you can use the new quick shot feature by holding the left trigger on catch and shoot shots. This will skip the dip and allow you to get your shots off super quick like Klay Thompson.
So as y'all can hear, this brand new feature is inspired by shooters like Klay Thompson, who are known for shooting their catch and shoot shots with no dip in their shots, and that is something we haven't had in 2K. Whenever you shoot, you're kind of forced to dip the ball. You didn't really have any control over that. But now by holding the left trigger whenever you get a pass off the catch and shoot, you're going to be able to shoot a no dip. Now, we don't know if these shots are going to be harder to time or easier to time. We don't know anything about that, but all we know is that this is a feature. Definitely sounds really cool. And the final news we got about the brand new shooting system in NBA 2K26 is going to be the enhanced rhythm shooting feature. So that right there confirms that rhythm shooting is going to be returning in NBA 2K26, something a lot of people liked and something a lot of people also hated. Me personally, I used rhythm shooting because it was way better than the button. I'm hoping in NBA 2K26 there's going to be a balance between the two, but this right here is what we know about the enhanced rhythm shooting.
Rhythm shooting is no longer just about matching the player's animation, but rather giving you the full control over the animation. The way you flick the stick will actually change the way your player is shooting. So to try to explain this in like the simplest way we can, rhythm shooting has two parts, right? The timing of when you flick the stick, and then the tempo of how you did it. For timing, if you flick up really early, you can now release the ball earlier. And if you flick up late, you can kind of hold on to the ball for a moment before you let go. And then for tempo, if you flick up kind of fast, you're gonna rush your shot. But if you flick with a slower tempo, you're gonna do like a lazier looking release. So the cool thing about this is there isn't necessarily a right or wrong timing anymore. It's giving you more freedom. Let's say, for example, you rushed your timing to get the shot, right? The defender's closing out, you want to rush your shot. If you rush the timing, but you still green the tempo, you can still make the shot. To me, it's really just about how you shoot in real life. The dev team is giving us more control as a shooter than you would have simply by pressing the button.
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds a little confusing. It is definitely a lot more detailed than in NBA 2K25. Apparently, there isn't really a wrong or right way to time it. I don't really know how that's gonna translate to online play, especially like if you go to the stage or you go to the proving grounds and you time your shots with rhythm shooting. How is there not a right or wrong timing? And just as I'm editing this video, about to post it, look what Mike Wang comes out and drops on us. No, there will be no RNG in shooting. There has always been some element of RNG in the past versions of every NBA 2K. NBA 2K26 will be the first version to feature a completely pure green window. On pro or lower difficulties, you can still make whites, but otherwise it's green or miss. I mean, this right here is what everybody's been asking for. Everybody wanted RNG out of the game. It really ruined 2K25, like I said, and it says NBA 2K26 would be the first version to feature a completely pure green window. So that means no matter what, you can green your shot. So we're gonna be back to seeing people going 7 for 7. You can't just leave people open and let them miss. You can basically green every single shot. That is pretty much what this means. I am so glad that 2K26 is gonna have a pure green window and RNG is not in the game. Like the video if y'all think this is a W as well. But moving on to the next feature, we got signature go to post shots. Last year in 2K25, 2K introduced the go to shots, which was for regular jump shots, but now we have signature go to post shots. This right here is what 2K and Mike Wang had to say about this new feature.
Big men in NBA 2K26 will now be able to leverage all new signature go-to post shots by holding up on the shot stick while in the post. Players can lean into a host of new moves, including shimmy floaters, baby hooks, and up and unders. Playing with your back to the basket is a lost art, but those who are able to master it can take advantage in the paint.
I don't know if y'all missed it, but at the bottom right here, you can see we have shimmy floaters, baby hooks, and up and unders for the moves you can do with a signature go-to post shot. This right here is what 2K had to say in the gameplay description blog about the brand new go-to post shots feature. While we've shown a lot of love to elusive playstyles of the NBA's greatest backcourt players, this year the system is growing to better support the dominant big men we see in the modern NBA. Utilize all new signature go-to post shots by holding the right stick up while in the post. Lean into a host of new moves including shimmy floaters, baby hooks, and up and unders. Now reading these words right here, support the dominant big men, really scares me for post scores, because usually in every single 2K post scores are OP on day one. Making this better, that really scares me for day one. Shimmy floaters, baby hooks, like I don't know, that sounds scary to me. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Now the next feature we got confirmed for NBA 2K26 is going to be rebound timing. So as y'all know, in the past 2Ks with rebounding, you really kind of just have to guess when you're supposed to press triangle or press Y to get the rebound. But now 2K introduced a brand new rebound timing mechanic where a green meter will flash below your player's feet to indicate a well-timed rebound. You can see a clip of that on screen right there, and I think this is a really cool change because you kind of never really knew if you were timing your rebound right. Like you just kind of had to pray if you were going to get it, but this right here tells you if you timed it right. But when you take a look at the description that 2K put for this new feature, higher rebounding attribute ratings will make it easier to nail your timing. 2K also said excellent timing can significantly boost your chances of securing the board. Now moving on to the next feature we got confirmed for NBA 2K26, and that is going to be Quick Protect. Now this right here is a dribbling feature, and what it allows you to do, it allows you to quickly protect the ball whenever your defender reaches on ball for a steal. You can either do this whenever they're in front of you, whenever they're behind you.
Last but not least, we've added some new offensive controls to give players a more intuitive, deliberate, and free-flowing experience. Ball handlers can now shield themselves from steals by reacting with the Quick Protect mechanic. The introduction of Quick Protect will bring more balance and lead to more skill-based outcomes. You can even use it to put defenders in jail, just like Luka and other strong guards love to do.
So it sounds like whenever you're on defense and you're behind the ball handler, you're actually going to be in a really tough spot if they use the Quick Protect feature, because you can basically pin the defender behind you and they can't really do much from there. Now, if you have like a big on you, of course they can probably still block your shot, or a guard with high block and a high wingspan. But if you're like have a small guard on you and you do the Quick Protect feature, I feel like that kind of takes them out the play completely. Staying on the topic of dribbling, we also got news about the revamped signature size ups. You're seeing a clip on screen of the brand new dribbling system, or the revamped signature size ups in motion right there. But that clip doesn't really tell the whole story. This right here is what 2K had to say. Signature size up controls have been improved for a more intuitive experience. Now you can rock the pro stick back and forth, left and right, or repeatedly flick the pro stick up to execute two different size up combinations. These size ups will help you create separation from your defender while retaining the realistic look provided by pro play. Another feature, well, not really a feature, but another thing we got confirmed for NBA 2K26, and this is probably the biggest thing I'm going to talk about in this entire video, and that is that the gameplay speed for 2K26 has been sped up. Now, of course, we don't really know how sped up the gameplay is. It may just be minor tweaks, or it may be a lot quicker. We won't really know until we get the full game. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna take what I can get, because this hasn't really been a focus for 2K in the past few 2Ks, and the game has felt really stiff movement wise as a result of that. So let's hope that the movement is a lot quicker. And along with the gameplay movement being sped up, 2K also had this to say about the brand new Pro Play motion engine.
Got Pro Play motion engine. Mike said that this is the biggest change to the motion engine since NBA 2K21. I'm pretty sure we got a few questions about that in the chat. So Evan, what exactly does that mean?
Well, sure. In case you haven't heard about Pro Play in the past, that's been a big step towards more lifelike basketball in 2K. And it's this really cool tech that lets us use footage from real NBA games to capture animations from them. So anyways, the last 2 years, you've seen Pro Play for things like shot animations and dribbling. And now, this year, as you heard Mike say, that NBA footage is powering all of the on-court movement in 26. So it is not just the dribbling, but it is expanding to offensive movement. the way players move on defense, and even off-ball movement. And you might be thinking, well, what's the actual benefit, right? Well, when you play, you are going to see how players move in a more lifelike way. So you heard Mike talk about how in past years, you may see players kind of skate around or slide around, right? I think that's been a lot of feedback that we've gotten in the past before. And with this new motion engine, you are going to see that skating and sliding a lot less.
Now getting into the next feature, and this feature right here, this feature sounds really cool. We got custom layups. So in the past, whenever you pick your layup packages in mycareer, you could pick the Devin Booker layup package or the Derrick Rose layup package. But now you can customize every single type of layup animation, from normal and reverse layups to floaters, to quick scoops, to Euro steps, to hop steps, and to even spin layups. Now I am guessing that all of the layup animations are going to be height capped. Like if your build is 6'2", you probably can't get the Nikola Jokic layup packages. And along with that, we also got a look at the animation screen for NBA 2K26. This is something we have not seen yet. So we got gameplay animations, show off animations. So I think that confirms that like all the little dances are coming back. Not really a huge surprise. Animation store, jump shot creator, so that kind of confirms custom jump shots are coming back. We kind of figured, but like, you know, we don't really know anything for sure. And then we also have confirmed that the dunk style creator is also coming back. Moving on to the next feature, and that is going to be brand new defensive features. Now to me, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think these defensive features sound like a whole lot. Like some of these words that they use about the defensive features confirmed for 2K26 have been used in the past, and I feel like they don't really tell you that much. But there is some good stuff in here, don't get me wrong. So the first feature that we have confirmed for defense is going to be body ups and collisions. It says 2K26 uses system-driven technology to generate player-to-player collisions that are more reliable compared to previously scripted motion-captured animations. If that's what I think it is, and it means that the animations aren't already predetermined, that is going to be huge. Now, staying on the topic of defense, we also got it confirmed that interior defense has been completely redesigned, and 2K kind of talks about this better in their stream, so I'm gonna play that clip.
For interior defense, that has been redesigned so that bigs can get body bumps more reliably when they're contesting layups and dunks. You're really going to feel more physicality in the paint if you are guarding around the rim.
So yeah, that right there was 2K talking about the brand new interior defense system. And they said it is designed to be easier. They focus more on strong body bumps in the air when contesting finishers at the rim. 2K25, they did a lot better job at making interior defense better, but it sounds like they put even more work in for 2K26 for interior defense. Now going ahead and getting into the next few gameplay features we got confirmed for NBA 2K26. First up, we got the slow motion Euro steps.
Slashers now have access to slow motion Euro step gathers, something we've been seeing a lot of in the league lately from players like yourself and Ant. This will help you navigate through the paint and around defenders by decelerating to throw defenders off and create space with a slow-mo finish.
That's really all we got on the slow motion Euro steps feature. I don't think it's a super huge feature. Another new feature we got confirmed for 2K26 is going to be wrap passes. Now this feature right here sounds really cool to me.
And finally, another highly requested feature is the ability to force wrap passes, which will allow you to feed the corner three or thread the needle to a cutting teammate and avoid defenders playing the passing lanes.
So 2K said that wrap passes are replacing flashy passes because people would complain about how when they would do a flashy pass, the pass would hit the defender's back whenever they're not even looking. Hopefully this also means they just revamped the passing mechanics in 2K26, because with some pass styles, I mean, you could throw a wide open pass and it would literally be like a lob pass from like 2 feet away from you. It was crazy. Like 2K also says they changed the way alley-oops work. Now, I don't really think this is like a game-changing change or anything like that, because like alley-oops, they weren't like a pivotal part of the game. And the final gameplay feature that we got confirmed is going to be revamped screens. Now I'm gonna let 2K explain this feature as well.
Yeah, so this one is for the big men out there. So this year, when you are setting a screen, you can kind of make fine adjustments to which way you want to face. So as you're setting a screen, you can nudge the left stick, left or right, to kind of rotate your player 45 degrees a little bit in whichever direction you nudge the stick, right, left or right. Or you can flick the left stick in the opposite direction of what you're facing, and your players kind of do like a 180 degree turn, like a spin. And that means that if you're a smart big who starts learning these and can really pin defenders, you're going to get your ball handlers open better. So this is an advanced control for being added for like big men who want to be at the next level and be a better screener for their teammates.
So that to me actually sounds really cool. You can basically change the direction of your screen without like releasing the screen button. And before, if y'all remember, to like change the direction that you're standing, you had to release circle or release B. You can even do like little micro changes in your direction. You can like slightly turn to the left or slightly turn to the right. Definitely gonna take a little bit of time to get used to, just like all new features in new 2Ks, but this is definitely gonna help a lot of insides and poppers set screens a lot better. In this video, we went over all of the gameplay features we just got confirmed, but if you want to see a video about all of the My Career news that we know, which means everything we know about the city, everything we know about the park, and everything we know about the My Player Builder, click on this video right here.